Alright guys, welcome back to another episode. So on this episode, this is probably the one I've been waiting on the most. We're going to be checking out the Dawn Minigun. And we're going to be comparing it to the Unlimited Wraith Cannon. And we're going to cover a few things with this. So the Dawn Minigun, it takes 14mm rifle ammo, has 999 round capacity, so almost 1,000 rounds, 2.25 seconds to reload, 65-degree firing cone, never critically hits, and must be level 75 to equip. With that being said, about 720 damage per second, 100% PvE armor penetration, and also pierces 2 targets, dealing 86% or 13% damage. So that's pretty big. And then if you look at the Wraith Cannon, it only does 600 damage. So you're going up to 120 DPS more. And then this does a 65-degree firing cone. This does a 65, so that's the same. Let's see here. What else do we got? 600 round capacity versus 999. 50% PvE armor penetration. So huge buff there. So you're going from the Unlimited Wraith Cannon, you're going up to 100% PvE armor penetration. So I'm thinking here in the Southeast Zone, you're going to see the damage. You're going to see a big difference there, guys. I am curious about the knockback. Usually it will say, oh, here we go. Knockback. 130 knockback per hit, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what this says. Okay. So, way bigger knockback, guys. We're going to have to go put this to the test. So, I'm very excited for this one. I love miniguns, guys. So, let's see what we got going on. Let me grab some plank and nails. That's gonna. It bugs me, guys. I gotta craft them into a set here. Don't ask me why. It isn't gonna matter because we're not looting. Delete. What the hell? All right, barricade kit. All right, let's see what's going on. Here we go. You know, I will actually be excited if the Dawn Minigun can withhold the aggro down here. I think a minigun should be able to do it. So I think not having a minigun in the game that can handle the Southeast Zone comfortably, you know, it's a shame. So we're going to see if we can redeem ourselves. All right, guys. So again, we're in the Southeast Zone. This is where I would use these weapons at. So I'm trying to give them, you know... Oh, crap. We have bosses down here. That's okay. Here is the Dawn Minigun, my friends. It's actually good that we have a boss here because it has my aggro that I need. And actually, guys, real quick, I want to do something. I want to put on my low damage setup. I don't want my boosts on. So this is going to put me down to 15% damage boost, guys. All right, let's see what this thing can do. The Dawn Minigun. So, again, I'm looking for 1, can it kill? And 2, is it comfortable? Do I feel safe? Again, the thing for me is when I'm looting and I get a horde on me, I want to be able to kill it. And I want to be able to kill it and not have to worry. So realistically, I am killing and it's not too terrible. But I don't think it's safe enough for me to justify... I don't think it's safe enough for me to justify using this over the Arc. I really don't. Let's put on the Wraith Cannon. I mean, it's not night and day difference. I mean, there's a difference, but it's not... You know, it's not crazy different. Go back to the Wraith Cannon here. Here, let's go to the next zone. Alright, so again, Wraith Cannon. The Wraith Cannon is very nice because of the unlimited ammo. It's just very handy, guys. So, the Wraith Cannon is very dangerous down here. I do not like using the Wraith Cannon. I never have. At the southeast zone, you know, I will use it if I have to. But, like, this is not what I would prefer. And again, it's working. I'm keeping them at bay. I'm backpedaling. But do I feel safe? I don't feel safe. Let's go ahead and change it up. This is the Dawn Minigun again. And again, I am backpedaling. I'm able to stop briefly, which shows the knockback is indeed working. But it's just not enough firepower, guys. It's still not enough. Rather firepower or stunning. It needs one of the two. You know, it is killing them, but it's just not killing them fast enough for me to see. I barely had time to loot that. Let's put on my damage setup. Alright, let's try this. So again, Wraith Cannon. This is with my 180% damage boost now. The last damage boost was 15%, so we should see a noticeable difference here. So Wraith Cannon, again, it still feels very much the same. Let's switch it up. Alright, let's go find a horde because I think we killed them all. Let's leave and come back in. Alright, so now we're back in here. Let's see what this Dawn Minigun can do with damage boost. I mean, with damage boost, yeah, this is a little ridiculous. I mean, it literally just slaughters them. But see, here's the thing. Now, everybody's different, so you have to look at your own setup, your own implants. And again, this is why I say you can't just take pen and paper and say, hey, this works. You got to think about your actual own character. So, if you are someone that loots down in the southeast zone, and you are looting with a lot of people don't have all the implants I have, right? So they have one setup and they loot with that. If you have a decent amount, I don't know what, let's just say 100% damage boost, I would say you could easily come down here and probably loot and be comfortable if you had a horde. Now, if you loot like I do with a 15% damage boost, you know, I would recommend that you go another direction. You know, it's going to come down to play style and how your character is built. I know that's, you know, kind of bad to say because it's hard to give you guys a straight up answer, but the answer is going to depend on your damage boost. And the reason that I say the Arc 9, the Tesla, is better is because I can be comfortable down here with a 15% damage boost using the Tesla. Now, when we go to the Wasteland, I think there's going to be a whole different story. But most people, you know, they grind, I understand. But most people play the game and they are looting more than they're grinding. So I think it's beneficial to come down here and show you it this way. And then you guys can make your own assumptions from there. So, again, the Dawn, to sum this up, the Dawn Minigun, I think it's a W. I think it's a big win with damage boost. I think if you have minimal damage boost, you know, 20, 30%, I think you're going to struggle. You know, I would probably choose the Arc over that. Now, if you have a high damage boost, by all means, just snag it up because I think with damage boost, I think it beats the Tesla. And it's more fun, right? Everybody loves a minigun. So anyway, that is my 2 cents, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this footage, what you think, how your feelings are. You know, if you think I'm an idiot, that's okay. I'm good with criticism. So, anyways, lots of fun, guys. Please like that video. Subscribe to the channel. Join our Discord. It's 100% free, does not cost a dime. And until next time, you guys stay safe out there. Peace.